Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we are going back in time a little bit, and we are going to be playing King's Quest 6. You can get the entire King's Quest collection from Steam. I'll have a link below, but I chose King's Quest 6 because I believe it is close to the best game in the King's Quest series. I know a lot of people like King's Quest 3 and 4, as they were also a really good game. 5 was kind of the first game that really emphasized like a lot of stuff that they continued to build on for like current adventure games. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try and see how you guys like it. So if you've never played any Sierra games, it's just a point click adventure, and we're going to be going through some puzzles and stuff like that. If you have played it, hey, enjoy a little nostalgia as we get on to this. So unfortunately, not much of an intro with this game. So there's two things we can do here before we do anything else.
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
So you can either go, we can go here and we can either have this as a speech or a text. I think they do a good job with the narration of this game. So of course we are going to go with the speech for the moment, and we're going to kind of see what we have here is we have pretty much the back scene is we have washed up on the beach. This is after King's Quest 5, and I am looking for the princess that was in that game. So I can see something kind of shining over here.
Alexander's royal insignia ring lies abandoned on the sand. It must have slipped from his finger during the shipwreck. Fortunately, it was not lost in the sea.
That is excellent. So let's go ahead and we'll go grab that.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Okay. Let's see what else we can
A
look at.
long plank lies on the beach. No doubt it once belonged to Alexander's ship.
We've got to look at the rock.
The remains of Alexander's sailing ship lie dashed upon the distant shore.
Let's go ahead and let's see if we can actually do anything with this plank over here.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see what we got.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
Okay, so that's pretty good. We got our ring and we got a box, and as we kind of
Rocks abound on
look around.
the ocean appears calm, but there's a dimpling pattern to the surface which indicates an undertow.
Okay, so apparently we're not going to go try to get in the water. Let's look at these.
Broken pieces of Alexander's ship litter the beach.
Okay, I think we're good. So we're gonna let's head out and see where our fortune lies. Okay,
In the distance, a majestic castle shines in the sun.
okay.
To the left, a small village seems to invite the weary traveler.
Well, let's look at the tree.
A hollow in the trunk of the old tree forms a perfect nesting place for wildlife.
Anything in there?
Alexander examines the tree's hollow, but finds nothing of interest.
Nope. Okay, so let's go to the castle. Let's see what we have going on here. Okay, we have a little. I'm not sure what this is.
There's a little hut just off the path. Perhaps the guard dogs have an occasional use for it, but it looks empty now. Two guards take their stance in front of the castle doors. They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of soldiers on formal duty.
Yeah, let's have a chat. Guard dogs kind of works.
Alexander politely addresses the odd-looking guards at the castle doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament.
Good day to you, guards. I was cast upon this island in a storm, and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is and who lives in this castle?
Hey, what is that you say? A castaway? A likely story. We haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
Don't be so rude, Gruff. He's not asking for any secrets. You're standing on the Isle of the Crown, lad, and this is the Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here. Rather, what's left of the royal family.
The Isle of the Crown? But tell me, am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
This is the land of the Green Isles. The Isle of the Crown is the main island, foolish boy.
Then Princess Cassima must live in this very castle.
Aye, the princess is indeed our treasured jewel to guard, and we consider it an honor.
Okay.
Excuse me, guardsmen, guard dogs. I've been traveling for months to see Princess Cassima. I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
Okay, well, hold on. I know I got this rank.
Alexander decides to show his royal insignia ring to the Castle of the Crown guards. With all of his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible calling card he can think of.
Good day. I'm Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm an acquaintance of Princess Cassima. If you could just inform her that I'm here, please.
So everyone says. Let me just look at that ring.
What does it say, Gruff?
Kingdom of Daventry, Prince Alexander. Wait here while I go see what Captain Saladin thinks of this.
Okay. A little bit of backstory going on so far. Let's see what we have coming out.
The guard returns a moment later with a majestic-looking creature. Captain Saladin speaks with a voice that is gentle, but reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander of Daventry, I presume. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country, but I'm sure Wazir Al-Hazared will want to meet you, if indeed you are a friend of the princess. Please follow me.
Nice. Okay, so we get to go in the castle. Let's see what's going on in here. So,
Lord Al-Hazared, a visitor to see you. Prince Alexander of Daventry.
What is it that you seek, Prince Alexander?
Pardon the intrusion, my lord, but I came to see Princess Cassima. Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment under an evil wizard named Mordak.
The same wizard that kidnapped the princess?
Exactly. When my father rescued us, he also liberated Cassima and sent her home.
Then your father has my gratitude, and that of the entire kingdom. But I'm afraid I still fail to see the purpose of your visit.
Well, I came to make sure that Cassima arrived safely and to pay my respects. Before we parted, she gave me an invitation to visit.
I have no doubt she did exactly that at the time, Prince Alexander. However, things have greatly changed for Cassima since her ordeal in Mordak's castle. Cassima's parents both became ill and died while she was gone. Cassima is sequestered in mourning for them as befits a princess. She is not receiving visitors of any kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate. You see, it is time for Cassima to take her responsibilities seriously. With her parents gone, she no longer has the luxury to be a carefree maiden. As was her parents' wish, Cassima and I are to be wed. We shall rule the kingdom together. I assure you, our marriage is all Cassima wants now. As a prince and a gentleman, it would be best that you leave before there is any further embarrassment.
I see. I suppose that I was mistaken. I thought for certain that Cassima... Well, I apologize.
A young man sees what he wishes to see. I'm sorry you've wasted your time traveling to the land of the Green Isles. May your journey home be swift.
Perhaps I will take the opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here.
I would advise against that. The kingdom is rather, shall we say, inhospitable these days. But it is your neck. You may risk it if you please. Captain Saladin will escort you from the castle. Good day.
You saw he had his sword drawn the entire time on you. And the second thing I saw from that scene is the guy in the back with his...
You have had
Oh,
your hearing with Vizier Alhazred. I trust you will respect his wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again. Good day, my lord.
Captain Saladin whispers something to the guard dogs at the castle gate, and they nod with understanding.
so yeah, not good. But you saw the guy in the back and his glowing eyes, so I'm sure those two things...
Alexander has a feeling they won't be letting him into the castle again.
You saw those two things there, so... See, that is our first start of this. Well, let's see if we can look around the castle a little bit. Well, this is not very nice.
The side of the castle is one big blank wall.
Okay, well, can't do much there. So let's head to the town. I know these games definitely bring back like just a lot of memories. I mean, I was a kid growing up with this, so it was just like, shoo. And just seeing what we thought was great graphics way back then is like poor. Now, probably because of just the increased resolution. So let's see what we have going on here. Okay, so,
Oh,
whoop, I misclicked that.
An old beggar is peddling his wares in the village. He offers a variety of lamps, all neatly lined up on a long pole.
Let's go
Hello?
talk to him.
Is anyone here?
No one answers.
Oh, okay, well, let's
A
look.
wooden door leads to the pawn shop interior.
Okay, yes, we'll go first.
old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
Okay,
Good day.
let's see. Let's give this guy a talk.
Good day, merchant. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I can tell you she is in a dark time. Without the ferry, communication between the islands has ground to a halt, and so nearly has my business. Why the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me. But then, I am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and can only hope for better days.
Let's see what we have in the store.
The pawn shop's counter is made of a sturdy teak. The wood is well worn by eager hands and well oiled by the shop's faithful keeper. The pawn shop owner is a mysterious fellow. His face is old and inscrutable, and there's a glint of sheer iron in his gaze. Still, Alexander senses this is someone he can trust. A tall skeleton lends an air of mystery to the shop. The back wall of the shop holds various bottles and potions. For example, a bottle labeled Owl Courage Potion for spineless owls. The back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends. For example, a hull hole detector for finding those hard-to-spot holes in small sailboats.
Okay.
Cat cookie mix. Play tricks on your friends, the box says. Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
Let's see if this guy. Let's see. Maybe we can get something for this, or
Can you tell me, merchant, what the value of this ring might be?
By the sands of the sea, what a beauty! What fine gold and masterful artistry! This ring is quite valuable, sir. I would not feel right taking it in trade. none of the items on display in my humble store are even close to the value of this ring.
Truly? Well, it would be hard to part with it anyway, I suppose.
Anything else you can tell me?
How abide you, good merchant?
Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any.
Okay. Um, leave this for a second. I think we're in good shape here. Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's go.
The sign above the door says Ali's Books.
Okay, that's simple enough. Let's go on in.
Alexander can enter the building by using the
Oh,
shop.
must have misclicked. Okay.
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
Gonna talk to that guy.
Hello. I will be right up.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now, what can I do for you?
let's get this guy to talk. Yeah.
Good day, sir. I'm a stranger in this land. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
That is quite a question, young man. Who are you, and what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands: the Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
Good advice. Okay. And just the dialogue of this game is just so deep. So let's see what we can actually look around in here.
There's a book entitled The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages on the small table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that book. An old man occasionally steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under a concealing hood.
Let's see if you can talk to him.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
Okay.
A collection of children's books fill those shelves.
Okay. Well, let's head to these docks. That's what the guy told me to do. Let's talk to this guy first, because he's just been.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Oh,
No one.
I guess I need to get closer. It must be clicking off.
The pole of lamps is peculiar.
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Okay, so he's looking for a genie. Okay, let's continue out of town. Okay, have someone over here.
There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress. From the appearance of her clothes and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave. The serving girl appears to be stealing a quiet moment tending the rose bushes.
Let's see if we can walk up to her, or at least get closer.
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses! I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you! You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning! And get your veil back on! No one wants to look at your face!
Yes, stepmother.
Oh, we got a little... Okay, I'm sure that story's gonna play out later. A little Cinderella action going on over here. Okay.
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
A young boy is happily swimming in the sea off the docks.
It's...
The ocean...
Good day. I'm Alexander. What are you doing in the sea?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm swimming. I mean, come join me. The water's wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island.
I don't know.
What are
Something.
you waiting for? I said I'd show you how to get to...
Something is up. We can always come back. Yep.
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, what do you want?
Excuse me. My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside.
Okay.
What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Okay.
The ferryman seems to be the only one in the cabin to it.
Oh, what do we have going on here?
There's a rabbit's foot on the table. It seems the ferryman is counting on a little luck.
Let's go ahead and...
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's show him the ring. Let's see.
Would you be interested in this ring?
I don't need charity. I won't take nothing from no man till I get back in business and can earn my own keep.
Okay, well, I think we're good.
Well, I think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh, not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Well, let's head back to the pawn shop. Let's see if we can get this magic map. Okay, nothing going on there. Yeah, this game, like I said, it brings back some memories of just playing, you know, when I was much younger. It's always super nice. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, on shop. Go ahead on in.
Good day.
Let's give him a talk. And this guy's back with the glowing eye.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
That eye is creepy, but I wonder if this ring would work.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind, and I'll remember about the map.
What we got going on here?
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Hmm.
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished. From the pawn shop owner, he just abstained, just reprieved. He just got a magic map.
Hmm.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that. Yes, Master. Now, what is this about a magic map? With a map, Prince Alexander could travel anywhere as quickly as I can. I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Okay. Can we actually grab a peppermint while we're at it?
Alexander takes a mint.
I also have this coin here. Let's see, maybe it's good for something that we can get here.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Okay, what do we got?
Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition.
Hmm.
The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true. I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
Let's grab that.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
I'll remember. Thank you.
Well, that guy seems like a nice guy. Okay, so let's head out of here. Oh, I didn't get the mint. Did I get the mint?
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Did I get the mint? Yes. Okay, so we got that. Let's go into the bookstore again.
Hello. I will be right up.
Oh, who do we have here?
Now.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
That's interesting. Huh.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm...
Huh. Well. Okay. So he's worried about the princess, so maybe everything is not okay here. Okay. Interesting. So let's go to this beach. Let's go ahead and maybe think about using this magic map. so back to where we started. Whoop. Let's see. Play. Let's grab it out.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
And Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
There you go.
To the north, the island is dense with vegetation.
That's nice. But I think we are in good shape. I think for the first island, we can travel around. We can continue to add this story up. If you guys have made it this far, I will make a save game of this. And if someone does want to see more of it, hey, we can definitely play it. I have no issue with that. We're going to be doing a couple of the old Sierra games over the next few weeks. And so I hope you guys can join me for that. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.